Lord Shiva, the enigmatic. In Hindu mythology, Lord Shiv is the destroyer and the most important one in the Holy Trinity, the other two being Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the protector. Lord Shiv has always fascinated his follower by his unique appearance. He has three eyes, has ash smeared all over his body, has snake collide up around his neck, wears tiger and elephant skin, leads a wildlife cremation ground far removed from the social resistance, and is known for his provable anger. So, how was he born? There is a very interesting story behind the birth of Lord Shiva. One day, Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu were both arguing about their power. Both of them wanted to prove that one is mightier than the other. Right then, amidst the heat discussion, an inexplicable blazing pillar appeared in front of them, whose roots and tip were not visible. The mysterious pillar. The root seemed to be penetrated deep into the earth, with the tip reaching into the sky beyond eternity. Amazed by the view of this pillar, both lords wondered about this third eternity that stood there, challenging both of their supremacy. Now their argument had subsided, and they started discussing how to find out more about this new eternity. The third power. Both Brahma and Vishnu set out to locate the start and end of that pillar. Brahma turned into flews a bird and flew up to find the top of the pillar, while Vishnu transformed into boar and dug into the earth to look for its roots. The search went for ages, but the outcome proved fertile as neither of them succeeded in their respective mission. Power play. After their unsuccessful attempt, both Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu felt the humbled and came back to their original place only to find Lord Shiva manifesting in front of them. They understood that Shiv power and cosmic existence is much beyond their imagination, and in fact, it was Lord Shiv who was more powerful than both of them. Lord Shiva's lifestyle. Lord Shiv is no ordinary god. He is very mysterious, and his way can never be interrupted by the earthly norms and definitions. He performs multiple roles and widely a mighty power over the universe. He takes delight in occupying cemetery ground, and his favorite dress code is animal skin with skull garland. Lord Shiva's gana. He is always accompanied by a large battalion of fierce looking demons, which are also bloody thirsty and can devastate anything with a sweeping operation. The entire troop of Lord Shiva and his army are considered strange and believed to constantly engaging in carrying out the multi-phased mission of the Lord in all the known worlds and beyond. Lord Shiva's meditative powers. Through Lord Shiva is known better to most people as furious god. He has another mystery side too. He is known to spend long period of time in deep meditation in the lofty Himalayas. The absolute silence and stillness on one hand, and the vibrant and furious exploit on the other hand, and make it very hard to understand his original nature is. Lord Shiva's cosmic dance. When Shiva is found engaged in his cosmic dance, the Tandav, it is symbolic of the triumph over truth, over ignorance, and imperience. This eternal dance is so elevating and energizing that the entire universe sent every created particle into a strong vibration, thus adding life into matter. Lord Shiva's dance dispels the clouds of ignorance and instills a faith, hope, and wisdom. It is banish the suffering of his followers and make them find the light inside their begins. Lord Shiva and five elements. When Lord Shiva is found engaged in his divine cosmic dance, he projects all the five elements with him, including the earth, water, fire, air, and the sky, depicted respectively in the form of the seat of his dance. The flowing Gangas, the fire from his palm, the deer symbolizing the air, and the cosmic space in which he executes his ascetic dance. The destroyer turns into protector. Once Lord Shiva saved the gods, demons, and the world from the destruction by swallowing the poison called halahal that emitted from the ocean while they chewed it together in pursuit of that would bestow immortality. When the fumes of the deadly poison started scorching all that was around, Lord Shiva effortlessly deputed one of his manifestations to collect the poison and immediately swallowed it, thereby saving the world. Destroyer turned into protector, Lord Shiva. Thus, Lord Shiva is shown as the most compassionate one who is always bent upon ensuring the safety and security of the created universe. Lord Shiva, Blue Throat. Lord Shiva is also known by the name of Nilkant, which literally means the blue throated. When Lord Shiva swallowed the most deadly poison to save the world, Goddess Parvati was taken aback and feared the safety of her master. Therefore, she rushed in to hold his neck before the poison could descend down further downward. This incident made the Lord's neck turn blue, and this duly depicted in art and the representation of Lord of Shivas from in different medium. The Ganga River. One of the Shiv's greatest service to the world was to tame the mighty Ganga River. Once upon a time, the Ganga used to traverse through the heavens only, leaving the earth parched and dry. When a wise man changed the course of the river, it threatened to become a raging torrent which would certainly flood the earth. However, Shiva stood in the way of the heaven and the earth and captured Ganga in his thick locks, thereby stemming its flow. Lord Shiv as a lingam. Lord Shiv is worshipped in the form of lingam, some of which are Jyotirlings at number of places across India. The lings, a sign of masculinity, symbolizes Shiv's role in the creation, substance, and withdrawal of the universe. The avatars of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, similarly to Lord Vishnu, had many avatars. It was Veerbhadra, an avatar of Lord Shiva, who destroyed the Dashayajan and cut off his head. His Bhavariva avatar, also known as Kala Bhavariya, was created to protect the Sati Pind. His Dasha was famous for his short temper. Khaboda was another avatar of Shiva known in the Maharashtrian and Kannada culture. Finally, human avatar is known as the 11th Rudra avatar of Lord Shiva in the era of Lord Rama. Lord Shiva, the multi-FACETED. Lord Shiva is a god of amenity and paradox. He is depicted with an aberrant nature when worshipped by the Hindus as their supreme god. He is mentioned in the Yajurveda as possessing both malignant and auspicious attribute. He is depicted in the Mahabharata as a figure of honor, delight, and brilliance. Shiva, the multi-faced. The Rudra from of Lord Shiva denotes the wild one or the finance god. Yet, Shiva is also known as Sahamabhu or one of who cause happiness. How to set up Shivling at home. Worshipping Shiv in the form of Shivling is considered a sacred act of devotion. Many devotees often bring home Shivling for worshipping purpose with the following proper vidhi. Lord Shiva. As mentioned in Shiv Puran, a Shivling is a symbolism of Lord Shiva and must be honored in high regards. Therefore, before placing Shivling inside puja room or ghar, one must keep in mind the following rules. Worshipping Ganpati Deva. The area where Shivling is intended to be placed must be cleansed cow dung and Ganga Jal, followed by Bhumi Pujan. Then Lord Ganesh must be worshipped, followed by placement of Shivling. Purification of Shivling. Before placing Shivling, it must be purified with Panchamantra and its Abhishek must be done before immersing it in milk and water. After placing it in the desired place, Lord Shiv mantra must be chanted. Importance of pilgrimages of Lord Shiva. Once Kartikya, the eldest son of Shiva and Parvati, asked his father about the path of salvation. He was informed that in every yuga the path of moksha is different. For Kali Yuga, the emphasis would be on karma as dharma. Holy shrines in Hinduism. Lord Shiv says that in order to attain salvation in Kali Yuga, one must go on pilgrimages to holy shrines and rivers. God Shiva explains that these places are capable of fulfilling any wishes or desire of a man, but warns that at these places one must not think of or a desire of doing things that are against nature or humanity. Prominence of river. Lord Shiva says that apart from Ganga, rivers Godavari, Narmada, Tipti, Yamuna, Gautami, Kashmiri, Kaveri, and Saraswati are also sacred and capable of wishing off sin of a man. Prominent places. Apart from Kashi, places like Ayodhya, Dwarka, Mathura, Avantika, Kurukshetra, Ramatya, Kanchi, Purushottam, Kashtra, Puskar, Istre, Vara are capable of liberating a man from the sorrow of this world. I hope you like this video, so please subscribe, comment and like to my YouTube channel. Thank you.